everyone, we are going to prepare a very interesting and delicious dessert called Gypsy Arm or Brazo Gitano. I'm going to tell you the story of this dessert and the reason for its name. Between the year 1800 and the mid-50s, the bakeries went through the Boilermaker craftsman boiler, repaired and maintained professionals, and the locksmiths in the city, whose predominant ethnic group was the Gypsy offering their service. These artisans were specialists in working copper shake, forging or rolling, and from it they made pots, huge pans, molds, and some kitchen utensils. Once borrowed their service to the pastry chefs, they received, in addition to financial compensation, a piece of the leftover cake of the day. These pieces were previously rolled by the confectioners in a sponge cake, and to take them away, the boilermaker supported the cylinder of cut on his arm while the operators of the bakeries exclaimed, "How good is the cake on the arm of the gypsy!" This fact became popular so much that they began to produce this type of biscuits, calling them the gypsy arm or brazo gitano. Fine salt, 8 grams royal yeast powder, fruit jam, 120 grams of sugar, light sugar for desserts, 120 grams of sieved flour, and candies, 4 eggs. Ingredients for the recipe. First, clean your utensils and clean your hands. There are many recipes to make the cake filling, such as a pastry cream, buttercream, but in my opinion it's too sweet. Then I just use jam, and it's very simple to prepare or only we buy it. Of the 4 eggs, we separate the yolks from the whites. We mount the whites with metal rods with a pinch of salt. Better if you use an electrical device with a rod tool, otherwise you will leave your arm in it. Once in its point, well fluffy, we add the beaten yolks, mix until you get an homogeneous cream. Now it's the turn of the sugar, which we are slowly throwing into the bowl while we beat. Now mix the flour with the royal, and later mix the yeast with the flour and add to the cream without stopping mix. We will get a homogeneous cream without lumps. We preheat oven to 180 degrees for 5 minutes. We line and bake in tray with sulfurized paper or baking paper. I don't have baking paper, but you can use butter with flour, and it's the same. Pour the cream oven it, and bake 10 or 12 minutes in the center position with head up down. This is the final result of our biscuit. We let it cool for 30 minutes. And we spread the jam on our cake and cool it. We have to use 2 tablecloths to grab the cake and turn it in this way to make the roll. We decorate it to taste. I will put like sugar for desserts and some more candies. So it's our delicious dessert.